How did I overcome overachieving? Or how am I currently overcoming my overachieving? A huge thing, my identity. Remember how I said my identity was really attached to my achievements and my performance? So if you look at this side, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but let's say this is your pie chart, okay? You have two things, your academic life, your academic achievements, and, maybe your personal growth. And you're so focused on these two aspects of your identity, who you are. Well, what happens if those only two areas of your identity are not doing so well? Okay. You're not going to feel the best about yourself. But is that all you are? No, it's not. You are so much more. And the question is, if you don't know who are you? Figure it out. Okay, I'm still figuring it out. Let's go on the journey together, right? So if you look at the pie chart below, there's way more compartments going on, and you could even divide this even more. So the idea is when one aspect of your life isn't doing the best, another aspect can pick up and lift up because, well, even though I failed that midterm or I didn't do as well as I wanted to, I still made an absolute amazing sweater with my knitting needles because that's something new that I've picked up. This is an example, okay? But what I'm saying is there's so much more than just achievements and accomplishments and success, okay? Going back to that suffering loop, a way to stop this cycle, okay, this loop. Three major self-involved ways to stop, okay? Start validating yourself. Had I told myself, Cassandra, this is a normal experience. You came from a high school where you didn't have to put in a lot of effort to get the results you did. Now you're coming into an educational environment where you actually have to apply yourself and you have to learn how to study. It's going to be challenging. What we need to focus on is just constantly improving. It doesn't have to be, the next day, the next semester, the next year, this tremendous improvement, but we need to keep going. And as long as we're seeing that trend, that's all that matters. Versus saying, oh, I'm absolutely useless. I thought it was smart. I'm not smart. I was set up for failure. I'm never going to amount to anything. I can't even do well in an intro course. How am I going to do well in a 400 level course? Another thing, self-compassion. I'm not going to get into this very much because we have an excellent presentation coming up that's going to be focusing more on self-compassion, but I will talk about self-care a little bit. So self-care, it's before you get to that place of burning out, right? And sometimes burnout can take 2 to 5 years to recover from. Trust me. Okay, so it can take a long time. So understanding how you can take care of yourself, this is extremely important. And if we go back, parts of your identity, let's say alone time or friends or your community, those can actually be part of self-care. It doesn't have to necessarily be a face mask on and painting your nails and cucumbers on the eyes and you're just here. That's not necessarily self-care. Sometimes it's just finding another way to fuel and recharge that battery.